Welcome to Season 13 of Next Gen. This is the Group A1 Tourers, and we're here for round number 6, the halfway point in the championship. Obviously a round behind everyone else, but round 6 marks the halfway point of this 12-round championship. So drivers will be looking to finish off the first half in a strong position. The current points tallies for the Group A's after the 100th race last week at Silverstone. We have a joint leadership in the fact of Scooby G, Jamie F430, Jack T53, Synopsis and NGR Scooby G. All tied on 76 points coming into this 6th round. With Whitford Zero in 4th on 63. Edu on 57, Delez on 53, Adam Morris, who's changed his game tag to NGR. Adam Morris. Where is he on it? There he is. Too many NGR tags. He is on 52, Fraser is on 50, D Whitehouse 7 on 45, Royston on 40. Tim is on 27, Slider Gas 28, still not back in the country on 16. Cam 83 Days on 15 along with One High Mofo, Ben Sully 2000 on 13, Caesar 82 on 10, Liner Greasby is on 8 along with NGR Ginge, Tilbs 11 on 4 along with AOR Gizmo. The drivers tonight are IL Tel, WRT EU STM, One High Mofo, Jamie F430, NGR Royston, Lion of Greasby, Adam Morris, Velez, Tim, D Whitehouse 7, NGR Fraser, NGR Scooby G and Jack T53 Synopsis, who's just leaving the pit box. We are in the famed Mercedes 190E here on Oschersleben, which has had 3 different changes to the circuit since its start in 1997. 2 of those changes have been to the pit lane, because the pit lane back in 97 came straight back out onto the main straight. It then changed to come out partway through the second turn as it does today in 1998, 99. Then in 2000 to 2006 the pit entry was changed to what it is today, and then in 2007 the first corner was changed to that very tight 90 left. The course 2.29 miles long, and a host of interesting corners and strict track limits around here. You do not want to be running wide. You need to be staying in the white lines. This also marks the first of the reverse grid races of the season. I think it's the first one anyway. If memory serves me correctly, probably doesn't. So Whitford Zero, who's not here tonight, would have been 4th to last, but because of race wins, Scooby G will start last, Jamie F430 here will start in 2nd to last, and Jack will be 3rd to last. Anamaris currently sets the early pace with a 138.7, with Fraser currently in 2nd on a 139.9. Edu is on a 140.2, the Les currently on a 141.6, T1 7 a bit further back now on a 43.7, with One High Mofo currently on a 47.3. We know he can go faster than that. Word from the pit lane is Scooby was doing 137s in practice. Amazingly, he did do some practice this time around. I know that will surprise many people of the Next Gen community, but Scooby did do some practice for this. And the loose setup is faster, but if you look at a curb, apparently it tries to kill you. So that's the news from the pit lane correspondence. As One High Mofo goes very sideways. out of the triple left-hander and into the banked right-hander. Here's line of Greasby. Tim there, Scooby G. And Morris still with that early pace. However, Fraser right behind him, 0.132 off the pace there. Very, very close. So Morris comes to start his next lap. 9 minutes, 23 to go. Leaving Matthew. Yeah, it's a cracking car combination tonight. I agree with you on that one. Mercedes and the Oschersleben. Very good car with a very good track. We'll have a lap around it in a minute. Who's coming up to the line? Not many people coming up to the line. There's Fraser. Have a look at Fraser currently then. Do we get comments throughout the qualifying and the race? Interesting to see what everyone's thoughts are. Because the reverse goes, Royston has disconnected but now down to 12. But he will have chance to get back into the session. 3 minutes is the cut-off point. Yeah, unfortunately Fraser going in the pits. Let's go on board then with Adam Morris. We're going to have a lap of Oschersleben. Down the main straight towards this tricky and horrible... he's backed off the throttle. We'll follow Edu then for a bit. And the number 48 machine. Adam Morris still the leading car by 1.4 seconds with a 1:37.4. Okay, let's try this again. Down the main straight then with Edu. Down to this pesky turn number 1 then. Really horrible, really tight, really edgy. Hit the brakes hard. Get it turning. Do not clip the curb on the inside. Clip the curb on the right-hander. Gradually bring the throttle in, bringing the back end round a little bit. Try and line yourself up for the exit and then power out as early as you can without running onto the grass. Down to Hasselrode and the hairpin left. Bit of a late entry, could go middle entry. All sorts of lines to work around there. Down to the triple left-hander. Very tricky. You can attack the first, but you won't be able to attack the second or third. Edu doesn't attack the first. Gradually builds in the attack for the second. Powers through the third into the right-hander. This is cambered inwards on the exit. So you can really stretch the legs of the Mercedes through there. Into the chicane. Do not take too much left-hand curb there. Otherwise you will get your time penalised. Half throttle all the way out onto the back straight. Down the Stadion Garada. And towards the Chalet. Hit the brakes. Now to me, I brake earlier, get it tucked in. Edu does exactly the same, gets it tucked in to the right hand side, flicks it to the left. Not quite nailed that, but good enough. Into the penultimate corner. And into Saxon-Anhalt curve. A lot of curve, maybe turning in a bit too early at Edu. Down the straight. And across the line. To go to pole position. That was a provisional pole position time you just got on board with Edu, a 1:36.9. The Raging Bull from Spain showing people how it's done on that lap. And Morris is coming after the triple into the right-hander afterwards. Tell needs to get a time in. And Jack will need to get in, obviously, a time just better than 2:47. If you have just joined, welcome to the stream for this Next Gen Season 13 Group A Tours. Group A1 Tours, shall I say, as Royston rejoins. Here at Oschersleben for round number 6, the halfway point of the championship. Do say hello, I don't bite. Interesting to get everyone's thoughts on the racing. As Fraser currently sits third. DY7, a good, solid qualifying so far. He's up into 4th place. Oh, and he's not quite got that right through turn 2. Bit too much curved back end, stepping out there. Wellheim Mofo starts his next lap. He's currently in 5th place. He's just jumped the Les, and he's just spun at turn 1. So that'll be a lap ruined there. Line agrees when you're waiting for people to get out. As Jack goes out for some more practice laps. I'll tell. Too much curb on that one. And then Royston rejoins the session. Need to get out quite quickly to get a time in. And to continue to watch I'll tell. Got to be a 2:18 here. In order for the reverse grid to work. Puts the power on coming out of the final corner. Onto the main straight with 2 minutes and 55 to go. So it's a time of a 1:42.1. Puts himself 7th place at the moment, right in the mid-pack. 5.2 off the lead of Edu STM. Royston's going to get a one-shot quali at this one. And going wide is not the answer to get your one-shot qualifying in. I mean, this is just his out lap, so the tyres will be quite cold. And Morris comes out probably for some practice now because he's a bit too late potentially. Unless he can nail it out of the pit lane at about 1 minute and 45. Which he might well do actually. He's going to get away with this, is Alan Morris. He comes out onto the circuit. He's got 1 minute 50 to get around the circuit. Warm up his tyres as DY7 still. He just had a spin at turn 1. Royston just going through the chicane. Line of Greasby, a bit further back. It's a top 4, but only it's going to be the top 3 unfortunately today because Whitford Zero, who was in 4th, is currently in Scotland and unable to race. So the top 3 who are joint on points, all on 76. As I'll tell goes 7th so far. Royston starting his lap then. It's going to be very interesting, I think, with the reverse grid because it means that the top 3 who are level on points on 76 apiece are going to have a lot of trouble around it. It's not an easy place to overtake and it should produce some very, very good reaction. So Royston runs a little bit wide through the hairpin left. Up to the triple left-hander he goes. Adamores starts his final lap then. In his search to be the pole sitter for round 6. There an extra point up for grabs for that pole position. And none of the top 3 can access that. Back with Royston, who's come down to the Shell S. Making sure he doesn't run wide. He needs to get that time in, even if it's just ahead of Jack. That is good enough. It's helpful for him. Into the final corner. What can Royston do? We know he's a quick lad. He's mid-pack. Across the line. Goes 9th quickest. Ahead of Tim. By a decent amount as well. 1:43.4 is the time. Adam Morris is off at the Shell S. Came over. He's stuck in the pit lane now. Keyway House 7. Line agrees B. Who's in front of that? That's just Jamie. Line agrees B. What can he do? But small, we don't know. So your current order for round number 6. Edu, Adam Morris, Fraser, D Whitehouse 7, The Les, One High Mofo, Aya Tell, Lionel Greasby, Royston, Tim in your top 10, Jack, Jamie, and Scooby G. Yeah, definitely, hopefully the guys will keep it clean at turn 1. It is very, very tricky, very, very tight. You worked out where to go. Added a whopping 0.017 of a mile, something like that, changing the that first turn. But you know the Group A ones, they are a clean bunch, so do expect a nice clean turn 1. We can probably expect a few bumps and bruises along the way, but overall, a decent clean race in offer. Who do you think is going to win this one then? Be interesting to know. But we're going to sink in. We have 3 red lights. We're green at Oschersleben. Who's got the best start then? Looks like Edu's managed to get away well. Adam Morris not being able to challenge him alongside. Here comes Fraser looking down the inside of Adam Morris, come down towards turn 1. The whole pack raging into the first turn. Fraser defending away from D Whitehouse 7. We've got someone a bit wide. Looks like Lionel Greasby. Jack has made a phenomenal start up to 7th place. There's the pack. Gets through turn 1, turn 2 cleanly. Now Jack on the back of One High Mofo. And behind that's Jamie getting past. NGR Royston. Quality camera angle that is. Still looking side by side through the triple left-hander. Jack now up into 5th place, past One High Mofo. And the Les. There's the Les, he's got IL right alongside him coming out. Down to the chicane, are they going to go side by side? No, IL sneaks back into line. One High Mofo going off wide there. Scooby not making the best of starts there. He's now up into 11th place. IL now looking down the inside. Is that Jamie looking down the inside? It's Jamie looking down the inside of IL. And job done. Jamie up to 6th. But the man who's made the best getaway is Edu. He's now 1.3 clear after lap number 1 of 14 from Adam Morris. There is Fraser. Jack really is on the mission. He's up to 4th place after just 1 lap. I think D Whitehouse 7 has had a bit of an issue somewhere. And there is Scooby on his lonesome near the back with One High Mofo ahead of him. He's had a terrible start. One High Mofo looking down the inside line of Greasby. They're still side by side. A little bit of contact through turn 2. That is Royston running a bit wide through turn 2. That's allowed NGR Scooby G up the inside of One High Mofo. Jack now up to 3rd place. He's past Fraser. The Les goes off wide. That's Fraser. I think he's just spun around. Yes, he has. Through that hairpin. Jack and Jamie on a mission. The Les, though, fighting off Jamie, coming into the right hand after the triple left. Not quite good enough as Jamie sneaks through into 4th place. And the gap up ahead is closing at 0.7 now. That good start Edu's made. He's lost a little bit through this second lap. Jack on an absolute mission. Someone has retired. I believe that's Tim. Tim has retired from this race, and there he goes. Wow, what a first lap. Jack is the mover of the day so far, up to 3rd place from his 11th place starting position. But this is your gap now for the lead. Edu and Adam Morris. Adam Morris ripping time out of Edu. A good 9/10 on that last lap. He took out of the Spaniard. Jack is now 4 seconds behind, so if these two start to battle, Jack could have the opportunity here to catch up as Edu spins to the inside of the hairpin left at turn 3. Easy pass, Adam Morris moves into the lead. So look further down the field. We have NGR Royston with Liner Greasby. Liner Greasby on the grass coming outside, trying to go side by side, but that will just allow one high mofo through. Now Scooby G gradually making his way up. He's up into 8th at the moment. But right now, as it stands, Jack would be young leader. That is the Les. He spun. And the long right hander after the triple left. Fraser at the back, gone a long ways ahead of him, but we stick in this battle for 8th because we've got Royston with one high mofo. And line of Greasby all battling it out here. Four cars now because the Les has joined in. Just to make it even more exceptional for the racing. Royston still staying there. Ryan Greasby has been passed by the Les. On board with the Les coming into turn 1. Benji not cheering for Adam tonight because it seems like every time he does he makes a mistake. We're having some bad luck. Ginge cheering on Adam as the Les goes diving down the inside of one high mofo into turn 3. Bit of contact and the Les lets him go, but that allows Liner Greasby through. And NGR Fraser. This has become a 5-car battle now for 8th place. Further up we have the White House 7 with Scooby G. Scooby G currently tied leader. Won't be after this race though. And I fear that could be penalty struck. IL Tell just up the road as well. So right now Anna Morris comes across to lead lap 4 of 14 as we move on to lap 5. Edu still there in second. He's 1.9 behind. Did take a 10th out of Adam Morris that time. There's Jack. Running comfortable 38 right now. Although he's got to watch his back because Jamie could be on his tail very, very shortly. Wild Hell, the White House 7, and then this battle. This one high mofo is now in 8th place. Royston must have made a mistake because he's down now past behind Fraser. Although Royston isn't done. Yes, he is. He brakes a bit early. Decides what's the point of going too wide into that first corner. Although Liner Greasby disagrees because he's down the inside of the Les, and that is job done. cracking move from Lionel Greasby for 11th place. This is phenomenal stuff. This, not even for a podium. Just for 8th place, and Fraser right in the back now of One High Mofo. Whilst we join back with Dean Whitehouse 7 because he's got Scooby G literally pushing him round that right-hander. Edu's made another mistake because he is now 4 seconds behind Adam Morris. Scooby down the inside of the chicane, easy and job done. His next target, IL Tail in 5th. Fraser did get One High Mofo for 8th place, and One High Mofo will have Royston behind with Lionel Greasby and the Les. The Les getting repassing Lionel Greasby there. A penalty for Lionel Greasby. You wait, have someone trying to keep on the back of Scooby G because he knows if you can keep on the back of him, he could get past IL Tail later on in this race. And that man on a mission is continuing on that mission right now. Jack up to 2nd place after starting 11th. It's been a phenomenal drive so far from the 3-time Group A champion. Oh, he's run a bit wide there. That's not going to help his cause. He's now 7 seconds behind Adam Morris, who's running constant 37s. A definite mistake from Edu that lap. 144, nowhere near what he is capable of. Fraser now running around on his own in 8th place as One High Mofo. Oh, there is 3 cars deciding to have a synchronized spinning session. I think that should be a sport in motorsports. Synchronized spinning. Oh, that's not good. Lionel Greasby coming together with the Les through the triple left-hander. And that'll ruin a good battle lap for 10th place. Royston getting away in 10th. Whilst that was happening, Jack has got a raging bull behind him in the form of Edu. And soon they're going to have Jamie Dory, or Jamie FL30 otherwise known. He's gradually catching up to the back of these two. Jack having to defend, losing time. When these boys don't communicate normally, because there's no teams in this. And as in real racing, you wouldn't get communications with your rivals unless you start using your headlights to try and communicate with each other. Scooby G has got past IL Tail though. So gradually getting spread out in the back of the bag. So 2nd place for currently your only battle on the circuit. And that is WRT Edu under attack from Jamie FL30 coming down to the Channel S. They all hit the brakes. Jamie's surely not going to go around the outside. No, he's going to switch it back and then possibly switch it again. On board with Jamie FL30 on the bumper. Oh, look how close he gets into the final corner. That could have compromised him a little bit. Having to try and avoid Edu. Through the 1st and 2nd corner. These three now looking to have a great battle. IL Tail and DY We'll have to keep an eye on that gap because that gap is closing. About 1.2 really, the gap. But close down to 0.9. Jack with Edu right on his tail now. Whoa, and Edu looking for that switchback, couldn't quite get it. Jamie not there to capitalise on the running wide though. Last gap between IL Tao and DY House 7 here on lap number 8. Down the back straight, then we go. Royston's been caught by the ledge, but here comes Edu looking down the inside for second place. Jack gives the room. Lovely defensive driving though from Jack. That's going to allow Jamie looking down the inside of the penultimate corner. These three literally pushing each other. The Les has got past Royston in the meantime for 10th place, but these three having a right old scrap for the podium positions of number 2, number 3 and the outside podium. Almost like the wooden spoon of podiums. 4th place. It's like the first position of not getting on that podium step. Down to turn number 3 we come, and Jamie F430 is right on the back of Edu. Looks to the outside, Edu covers him off. Oh, Jack, a little bit of a correction error there. Having to correct the car and just gripped up a little bit too much. Putting him on the grass. Oh, and he's clipped the grass through the last triple left-hander. Jamie's had to almost stop as he's gone wide. Edu now down the inside, up towards the chicane. Edu thinking better of it going through there. If you get comment on the race so far, we're over halfway through. You're trying to get everyone's thoughts who's watching. If you have just arrived, welcome to this Group A1 Torres round number 6 for season 13 of NXTGEN at Oschersleben in the Mercedes 190Es. We've got a cracking battle running right now for second place. Used to be 3 cars, down to 2 at the moment. But do expect that third car to rejoin very, very shortly if these two continue to battle as they are. If you're wondering who your leader is, it is Adam Morris. Change of PSN, NGR, Adam Morris. Adding to commentators' frustration of not knowing who anyone is. See the NXTGEN tag. He's currently 8.7 ahead of these two, but Edu has made the move. Now, can Jack get it back? Oh, again, he's had to have a correction on the exit of turn 3. Edu's starting to get back into the flow here. So I'd like to see if there's anything else developing at the moment. Not really. So a bit spread out in the mid-pack at the moment. Oh, and Jamie almost losing the back end coming out of the chicane. Here on lap number 10. Jack will be looking to really reel Edu back in now. And he's beginning to reel him in this final sector. He's quite quick in the final sector, is Jack. Might have had a better run out of the final corner as well here. Up to turn 1 for the 11th time of 14. Then between Jack and Jamie, whoever beats the other here will go away from here as the championship leader. Without doubt, Matthew, one tiny mistake for this battle for third. Well, for third, second, third and fourth. And it is a very costly mistake around here. All it takes is one penalty, one run wide, one spin. And that was very marginal, I think, from Edu. It was too marginal. Edu making the mistake. Now has to fight back to get that second place, right as Matthew Jordan said in the comments. One mistake could cost you, and it really has cost Edu here. Edu's literally being commented cursed. The scrap for second continues here in Oschersleben. On to lap number 12. Anna Morris is down off the road. No worries for him at the moment. He just got to take it steady because these three are doing all the battling. And Edu and Jamie, obviously Jamie now catching all the way back up, a little bit of a tap on Edu's bumper here through turn number 3. Jamie running a bit wide. A bit of an apology, and he's had to slow down. I don't know whether that's just the speed difference, whether he did receive a bit of a penalty there. Would have been harsh. On board with Edu. Oh, and that's too much for Jack now. That's going to be a penalty. Flash the lights to say it's coming. Has Jack just ruined that chance now? So we head into the penultimate corner. Jamie now a couple of seconds behind. Very wide from Jack. Maybe a ploy to try and get rid of the penalty he might have to suffer. Down to turn 1, Edu looking on the outside. This is going to be brave from the Spaniard. Oh, and unfortunately a clip of the curve for Jack. Sends him into Edu. All fair because Edu's still got the inside line for turn 2. Down to turn 3. House 7 has got past IL Tail as well. And Monheimofo is coming up alongside him, but Edu around the outside of turn 3. Can he do him around the outside? No, there's a collision between the two. Jack just running out of steering there, and he has to allow Edu through after he tapped him off the road. Here on the penultimate lap, that's not what Jack would have wanted. That second place right in his grasp. Hotel has Monheimofo right behind him. And Hotel has made the mistake. I think Monheimofo just massively cut the corners. I might get a penalty for that. Hotel making that mistake, running a bit wide. Back to this battle for second then. Anna Morris has started the final lap. What can Jack, TM53 Synopsis, do here? He's got Jamie behind him, and look in the background, this is how much time these boys have lost. NGR, Scooby G, you can see in the background of this battle. Turn 1 through turn 2. Bit too late for Scooby now though, unless one of these makes a mistake and spins. Edu's still in that second place, and Jack having to look behind him more than what's ahead of him because Jamie's right on his tail. through the triple left-hander. And it looks like Edu might get away with this now in second place because these two are battling hard. This for the championship lead, coming at the halfway point of the season. Oh, and a bit sideways. I don't know who, I think that's Lionel Creasby getting out of the way as a back marker. Jack very, very sideways coming out of the chicane, and Jamie down the inside of him. Job done. Oh, and Jack instantly trying to retaliate. Can't quite do it. Into that final corner. Penultimate corner. We'll cut back to our leader because Adam Morris has won here at Oschersleben. A good drive from start to finish. Edu will come home in second place. Jamie FL30 will come home in third and take the championship lead here in the Group A1s. And Jack in fourth. Scooby G's fifth. Lionel Creasby will finish 12th. A lap down. DY House 7 will be in 6th place. What a drive by Adam Morris though. Thoroughly deserved. DY House 7 across the line in 6th place. One high mofo. Benji very happy for Adam with a yes, Adam. One high mofo in 7th. IL Tail in 8th place. A solid result for him. NGR Fraser again, very unlucky one. Spin to the inside, cost him dearly. He finishes 9th. Royston in 10th. Again, another one who could have been up higher, just very unlucky in the middle of the race. But he'll be in the top 10 with Deleuze in 11th place. Ginge also showing his appreciation with a nice drive, Adam. Great result. So your provisional results. NGR, the new tag, and he takes a win with it in his first race. Adam Morris takes the win from Edu, from Jamie FL30, Jack T53 Synopsis, Scooby G, DY House 7, One High Mofo, IL Tau, NGR Fraser, NGR Royston, the lads, Lionel Creasby. Rounds out the 12 finishing drivers with Tim retiring. So a cracking race here at Oschersleben. That marks the halfway point of the season. Round 7 is next week, where we will be going to Hockenheim Classic. And we're back in the BMW M1, people. The Classic BMW. Tune in next week if you want to see if Tim can make a BMW M1 car go to space again. But from me and the Group A1s for tonight, thank you for watching. Next up is the modern touring cars from Sakito. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be around in about 10-15 minutes. But thank you all for watching tonight, and enjoy the rest of your evening.